Hi Body Geeks, this is Laura and I'm back with some stabilizing tips for your extra flexible bodies. Now, if your body is not extra flexible, this exercise would not harm you a bit. This is just a good stabilizing exercise for everyone, but especially for those loosey-goosey, hypermobile people out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to stabilize through the hips and the core, really teaching new patterns for the body that hips want to swing forward and the shoulders want to collapse down. So we're going to place the feet parallel to each other at a loose distance from the hips. So this should feel comfortable here. It's not going to be 90 degrees, maybe a little bit closer. And I'm able to get a good breath. A good umbrella breath. If you're not sure what that means, check out some of our other videos. So I'm going to take a big inhale, and then on my exhale, I'm going to squeeze through my waist, and I'm going to lift my hips to the sky. I'm going to control my pelvis. I want my pelvis to stay in relation to my torso, just like it is now. This is neutral. Now, my legs are going to change, but I want my pelvis to my torso to stay the same. So I'm going to take a deep breath. Exhale, completely squeeze. And lift. Now, for most hypermobile people, the bridge is originally going to look like this. Because hypermobile people like to stretch into stuff. This is destabilizing. Don't do that. So, I'm going to come down here, and you know if you're using other things to stabilize, because things like your hamstring will cramp. Like my hamstring is trying to cramp right now because my glutes are not doing an adequate job of stabilizing me. So a lot of hypermobile people need a lot more glute work. And if you're doing glute work and not getting the effects, it's probably because there's a little destabilization going on while you're doing your glute work. And we can help you with that in future videos and maybe webinar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take deep umbrella breaths. And I'm going to actually look down my body and try to see if side to side and up to down, if I look like I've got a ramp going here. And no matter what your waist size, you can see this ramp. You can tell if you're arching up like this or if you're down here, because even if you've got extra tissue here, it's going to fall away to the sides. Okay? So you can see this. And then I would challenge it by trying to lift a leg, keeping my knees apart, just an inch or so, and stabilizing with this opposite glute and transverse abdominis and my shoulder girdle, especially my mid traps, which always need more support. Okay, so I lifted that leg a little bit too high. You don't have to do that. So I'm stabilizing the shoulders. I'm stabilizing the hips. And I'm stabilizing the torso. And these are small movements. So that's another thing. A lot of the movements that you're going to have to do to stabilize, they're going to be tedious and boring stuff. But it's really important you do it, because all the other activities that you're doing during your day are what are contributing to that destabilization. So work your exercises and tune in for the next video.